Hello everyone, my name is Alan Cisneros. I'm a student from the 602 classroom. I'm currently in IELTS level English in Santiago del Mar High School. In today's product slash video, I will talk about my innovation project. In this case, I'm the head engineer part of this project, team. I don't know how to explain it completely. I don't know what's the actual correct label for this, called WOX. WOX is a technology we're trying to, we actually develop, so that works in a way that uses a piezoelectric system. So the user, in this case, any person who wears the shoe, can generate a little bit of electricity every time they step on something. Well, yeah, they actually step or just do like the movement or apply any type of pressure in the shoe sole. In this case, energy is a concept that has revolved humanity since the beginning of times. Every time someone, an engineer, a crazy guy, discovers a way to convert and use this energy into electrical form, heat form, any type of form, you guys know that energy is not created or destroyed, just transform. In this case, every time someone discovers a new method to convert this energy and use it in an electrical form, it revolves the whole industry, the whole world. So the world can use and take advantage of this advance. In this case, our secondary mission or side quest, using colloquial form, it's to do the next new revolution of energy. In this case, using this piece that uses all the mechanical, potential, kinetic energy in from that we have in our feet. In this case, when doing the step action, to generate electricity and charge any type of small devices that use a direct current, DC. We don't like, no, we don't want to do something related with DC, with AC, alternate current, because of how high are the voltages they handle. For example, AC is like the type of outlet, input you got, houses have, or even factories, triphasic energy, stuff like that. It's like super high voltages, like 110, 200, 220, stuff like that. And we want to handle at least between 4 and 11 volts, 12 even. But this is only to break, in this case, the resistance, the Ohm's law, that it's the part that tries to stop the flow of electrons. In this case, the amperage is the important part, and we actually generate a considerable amount of electrons, so they can, in this case, recharge a battery or a capacitor, of a high capacity capacitor. This sounds weird, but that's the actual premise of the product. In this case, more related to economy, value, and stuff like that, we try to work with a horizontal distribution channel. This is a fancy way to say that we are going to do collaborations with our rivals. In this case, in the industry, we can't produce shoes, we can't enter the market just like that. You can compete with Nike, Under Armour, Hammer, Timberland, etc. These are giants of the industry. They already have their main users, their fan base. So that's why we are interacting with them in a passive, friendly form. Wax is supposed to be a technology that works in harmony with all type of shoes. just by a little cost of weight that is actually minimum, and a considerable uh, price, well, higher prices, even something like $20, 25. We don't want to do something really expensive because the actual technology, it's very cheap to produce, but it needs to cost all the process, publicity, production, distribution, etc., materials, making the actual thing, manufacturing, etc. Apart from that, we also want to do a minimum viable product. This MVP, so called, it's a simplified yet functional version of the product. So the user, any person, can interact in a physical form with the product, so they can give us feedback. Talking about feedback, we did something called focus group, that it's a methodology way to research, like campus research, that basically it's like a normal presentation, very objective, uh, complete. We don't try to miss any important parts. We leave all the fillers and we focus on the important part. In this case, when we did the focus group, or uh, public, did not made any considerable comment. They just said something about the design part, but that is not actually like the product part, the important part. That's just related to marketing and image and stuff like that. But most of the users don't know like the actual logos or stuff like that of uh, collaborative brands, for example Dolby, um, this thing called Blu-ray technologies, stuff like that. um, I think that will be all. That's the whole premise of the product walks. In this case, I don't want to give some filler information like the methodology we use, that is the lean startup, that basically works as a form to reduce the waste we produce when trying to do a new product. In this case, we tries to emphasize on doing a prototype, well, this MVP, the minimum viable product, so the user can interact in a quicker, easier, more direct form with the product. So we can't we can like skip some steps and just try to do some emphasize work into the parts they mentioned to develop an actual final product in a fast form and cheaper mode. It's like super optimized way to work with something like this. That will be all for my part. My name is Alan Cisneros, and I hope you guys have a good night.